Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. As always, this is Mr. 707, and this is episode 14 of the quest for the Ender Dragon. And last episode, we did a serious trek. We are at almost 9,300 blocks X. So that is 9,200 blocks east, and our beginning coordinates at our starter house, I think, is 50x by 300 Z. Yeah, so we are a little bit away from home. Granted, most of that we went through the Nether, but the last about 3,000 blocks we went and we just ran over the terrain. So yeah, we had quite a trip last episode, and I noticed on the playback that the audio was definitely skewed. Episode before last, I had mentioned that I purchased a new microphone, and for some reason I didn't realize that the voice was so low in comparison to the music and the player sounds. But there isn't a way for me to adjust just the audio of the narrative. So I apologize for last episode, but I think I have it figured out for this one, and so that should not be a problem that we encounter ever again. So I appreciate your patience, and I'm sorry that you had to suffer through poor audio quality in some sections, but that should be a thing of the past. So our agenda today is we want to get home, because we are a long way from home. We are a long way from all of our diamonds. We are a long way from all of our quartz and everything. So our goal today is, luckily, we have 8 pieces of obsidian, so we only need 2 more, and we can make another nether portal, and we can get back in the nether and get back to our coordinates, back to the first, or I guess technically it would be the second nether fortress that we found, so we can get home, because we have a long way, and 10,000 blocks over the surface is going to be very hard to accomplish. So that's our goal for today, and I'm going to dig down and I'm going to make another portal, and then I think you guys are going to be watching me run through the nether for this episode. But it'll be fun, it should be eventful, and you should see me be running for my life. So as always, we will be right back. Alright folks, luckily I found some lava on the surface, and since we had gathered a little bit of iron, I was able to just to grab the 2 pieces of obsidian real quick. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw the nether portal up. We are we're on the little island in the middle of our future home on the lake. So we are just going to make the ender portal here. We're just going to make the ender portal here, nether portal, and we're going to jump in, and we'll see. We're going to see how we end up. So here we go. Making me nervous. Great. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We are So we need to go that way 300 blocks, and that way about 100 blocks. Okay, so forgive me for leaving F3 up, but that is sort of going to be how this episode ends up, because there's going to be a whole lot of navigation we're going to have to do today. So let's, is that going to kill that? Okay, good. because I want to try to hold on. I want to try to hold on to our fire potions as long as possible. So let's mark these, because we're not going to have the luxury of making this, you know, a super nice pathway like we have for the first 800 or so blocks. Yeah, see, that's dangerous right there. Okay, this is good. A nice little open area. Get a chance to move through some blocks real quick. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go into this like little hill. Oh, I need to mark where I'm going. I'm going to dig and I'm going to try to get to that right there, because I think this is going to, yeah, this is going to end. Okay, so let's eat. And we've got to dig down a little bit. That might be, oh, cool, yeah, okay, so that was pretty much good. Alright, so let's, just in case I don't know that this giant little area right here is where I'm supposed to go, right? So we overshot our area a little bit, but what is this down here? Does this go somewhere, or is this just a death trap? Death trap. Okay. So we need to go another 200 blocks in this direction. I can't help it. I can't help it. I'm sorry. Mining quartz is like an addiction to me. Okay, so let's power through here. Actually, you know what? I don't want to force you guys to watch me do this. So I'm gonna dig, and then if something exciting happens, hopefully I'm able to hit the record button in time. So I'll be right back, and hopefully you guys don't come back to a death screen. Don't worry. I did run into some lava, but that's why I always keep the potion of fire resistance on our bar. I am lined up with the portal. I am one high though, so I'll go down. But in 32 blocks, I should run right into the backside of our first portal that we made when we came out last episode. I did fast forward through a huge section of that because I didn't realize where I had spawned. Yes. Alright, so it's pretty much a straight shot from here back. So, and we did end up going through another fortress, which I thought was kind of interesting. But, so anyways, what we're going to do actually is I want to break this one because I honestly, I have no intention of ever I thought we could break another portal like that. So let's, I don't really want to get rid of the glass bottle. Let me get rid of that. So, anyways, this one's broken, and we'll just pretend like this portal never happened, and we'll just close it up. Because I imagine what we're going to eventually end up doing is we're going to make a very significant rail system. So hopefully, hopefully getting back is very uneventful. And but I will see you guys when we get back to our house. So we'll be back. Oh, sweet, Sweet home. I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't a little bit worried on the way back. A little bit worried. So we got more quartz, and we didn't quite get enough to get the 2 full stacks, but it'll be fine. Let's put this in here, and I guess we'll stack this up, and we can put these here. Well, now as you can imagine, it is going to take some serious doing to get all of our stuff from one side of the map to the other. Especially when you consider that we don't have any sort of backpack or anything, and taking an animal like a mule or something like that with a chest on it is going to be extremely dangerous. So I'm trying to think of what the best way to do it would be. Part of me kind of wants to do like a rail system and have it go next to the track, and but you have to be really careful now, because rails, the cart can like run off the track, so I can't like have the cart go off a track and have like a carton of my valuables go, flying into go flying into a lava, right? Nothing beats coffee when you're gaming. But I think that may be what we have to do. We may have to make just a huge amount of rails and mine carts, and that may be our best way to do it. We're gonna have to do some tests, and but if we're able to make some sort of like tunnel or something like that, or even make like a more straight shot to it or something, and just cover it maybe, and have one be like a cart only way and have another way for here's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna try to, as soon as we get out of the portal, we're probably gonna have to go down a little bit, but then I think we're just gonna dig ourselves a tunnel and we're gonna line it with cobblestone. But I think that we're going to, because the pigmen can spawn, and if they're there and we hit them on the track, it'll knock us out of our cart. So we'll probably have to do a 2-wide tunnel. I'll probably make it 3 tall just in case, because you never know. Sometimes you get out of a cart and you die because just the physics are weird. You hop out and effectively makes the block you're standing on disappear. So maybe we have to try that when we don't have any levels, or if we go in just by ourselves type of thing. We don't have any armor or anything on us, just the test. So here's another 30 levels. Protection 3. It's not particularly amazing, but it's not bad. And oh yeah, we make sure we get that out of the way. But yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. It'll be a very interesting process, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with you guys. But I'm gonna get ourselves organized, and I think we're gonna try to get at least our first trip of stuff over there at this episode. I think that's gonna be what our goal is for the rest of this episode. So I'm gonna start working on making some rail, because we have a huge amount of wood and iron. So, but we do have to go 800 blocks, so that'll be interesting. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get ourselves organized, and I'll be right back. All right. Well, the moon is coming out, and I just had an idea, because I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, and I realize that if I do rail, it's going to be almost 1,000 rails, and every time you make a batch of rails you get 16, so 10 batches would be 160. So I'm going to need like 70 batches of rail to get all the way over there, plus the powered rail and like the redstone switches, which obviously we have plenty of redstone and plenty of gold, but I'm kind of thinking that I may just have to make a bunch of chests, or a bunch of minecarts with chests, and then maybe just have one that is filled with coal, like a furnace one, and have the furnace one push it, because it'll be slower, so we won't have to worry about possible derailment. And so that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. But because I'm thinking that might be a good idea. Because I don't know, because most things, when they're on a rail and they go to the portal, they go through the portal. So I'm kind of hoping that I could have the rail system on the other side, and that way I'd have the rail just run to the Nether portal and like stop, and then it would send the portals, the chests and the minecarts through for me, and then that way I wouldn't have to worry about like stopping and sending them through. So I'm hoping that's what's gonna work. But I just want to take a minute and just share my thought process with you guys, because this is gonna be a pretty cool undertaking, and I thought you guys would enjoy it. So see if we can get her to drop something good. Nope. Oh, I don't know if you heard that, but my video just got done rendering. So, alright guys, I'm going to be back, and for reals this time I'm going to start gathering resources, and next time you see me, I should be in the Nether starting to Alright folks, well, it's been about 4 or 5 hours since we last spoke, and we are on our way back. Our portal dimensions were 1170, so we've been riding in this minecart for almost 600 blocks. And I want to make sure I hit the record button, because we will get the achievement for going 1,000 meters in one direction, which is, isn't really one of the harder achievements, but it's just more one of the pain in the rear end type achievements. So, any second now, this bad boy should be popping up. And I'm really excited, because this tunnel is forever. Sky-blocking over lava and fighting off an incredible amount of ghasts. It was pretty awesome. I mean, it's like 1,130 blocks, I think, or something like that. So that was 1,130, 1,130 rail, and there is one powered rail. Oh, there we go, on the rail. And there's one powered rail every 30 meters. So it was quite an endeavor. I mean, wait until we get back and you see how much. What happens if So I mean, I'm still probably gonna have to put half slabs all the way across to make it so that it the zombie pigmen can't get on the actual track itself. But I'm gonna have to I need to get 2 buttons too, because right now all I have is torches, the redstone torches. But yeah, that is our rail to our new area, and I wanted to show you guys that, because I thought it would be really cool to do that together. I should have done it beforehand, because we missed out on like the first 400 blocks. But remember how this whole thing was full, and how this whole thing was full, and how this whole thing was full? Yeah, we used a ton of cobblestone. A ton. I mean, if you figure that we went almost 1,200 blocks in one direction, and then we had to have a floor, a walls, and a ceiling. So that'd be 2100 times 6. I mean, I know it wasn't that way the whole time, but you know, so it's 12 times 6, which is 7200, I think. So I mean, that's some it's some serious blocks, and I needed 2 buttons, and I kind of wanted it to be stone just because I thought it would look cool to have like our little backstop type area things. So let's go ahead and head back, and we are going to go through again just because we can. Because why not? Because I've been doing it for 6 hours, and it's a roller coaster, and I feel like I deserve to ride it. So I think that if we put the button, where do we put the button? I think we put it. Can I? Oh, I can't put it there, can I? Can I put it here? What happened? Okay. So we're gonna place this here. We're gonna get in. Oh yeah. Please don't be on the track. I mean, can you imagine? I mean, because it's all one direction. I mean, it is straight the whole way. F5. Take a screenshot. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let's see, we're already on about 200 blocks. You know, I think that picture that I was able to take of the actual achievement, that's going to be a thumbnail for this episode, because I did it once on the Xbox version, but it was, you know, one of those other things that I did it for a lot of help, and it took forever. And this, I mean, this took just as long. I mean, every single block had to be placed. I didn't go too wide on the parts with the netherrack, just because I did the math and I didn't have enough blocks. If I wanted to line the whole thing, I wouldn't have enough blocks. Even with all of that strip mining we did, we still ran out. We still would have run out of cobblestone. Like, it's amazing to me. It's absolutely amazing to me that I ended up using all of them. And we're cruising too. I mean, we're already at almost 7. Yeah, so we're at 750. If we wanted to get really intense, we would sit down and do the math and count it down, because we know how many meters per second we're traveling. But I don't want to bore you guys with that kind of stuff, because I have a mathematical and a science background in my professional life, and I imagine 1% of people would find that interesting. So I'll save you how boring it would be. I just wanted to say we're almost there. Yes, we are. And this is the way to travel. This is awesome. I'm loving this. This tunnel worked out exactly how I wanted it. Working out exactly how I wanted it. This is great. Up and out. Stop. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh man, good thing minecarts behave differently when there's no weight in them. that would have been the pits. Can you imagine? All right, so where did I put that button? On the other one, because if I sit here, can I put the button on top? Put it there. Oh, yes it does. Thanks. Get out. Run. Alright. I'm always so paranoid about hopping out of mine carts and dying. But, so yeah, this is like our little backstop, but I'm going to change this to stone because I prefer stone. And, oh yeah, beautiful. Let's go back through and take another look at our house. Or our lot, I guess you could say, would be a more accurate term. It's okay. Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. You know, it's amazing how, you know, an episode is only you know, 25 to 30 minutes long, but it's like it's crazy how long it takes, because I've been watching YouTube for the last 2 or 3 years, and you watch a 20 minutes episode and you're like, oh man, I wish that episode was longer, but you know, it's like you never think about how long, how much like preparation goes into it, type of thing. Because I mean, like, you wouldn't think that doing that tunnel took 6 hours, but it legitimately took 6 hours. I started working on it at well, I'd be embarrassed to tell you what time I started because it was really early in the morning, but it took 6 hours, and now it's done. But we have essentially an instant, you know, I mean, it only took maybe 90 seconds to travel 9,300 blocks. I mean, you know, from point A to point B. So we're going to be able to go back and forth whenever we need to now. You know, I made sure I didn't bring my good stuff just in case something happened and we fell out of the world and died. But yeah, that turned out exactly how I wanted it, and I'm really, really happy with it. So now what we got to do is we got to go get an axe, and we're gonna have to start cutting down some of these trees, because we have to figure out exactly where we want to put our house on this hill and where we want it to face. So, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna be facing that way. So anyways, guys, we'll be back, and you know, we'll be doing some chopping. So we'll see you in a bit. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about, you know, where I want to look and which view I like best. And then I see this, and I see how the sun is setting, and I don't know why, but I always like to build my house and have the sun be able to rise and come up, like when I face out the front door. And I like to be able to watch it set, because typically, like, my bedroom will be in the back. So I think we're going to face this way, and this is us at 10 chunks loaded, because 10 is ideal for my PC as far as keeping the frame rate high and retaining a genuine level of quality for the video. Because although 16 looks awesome and I can see all the mountains over there and I can see the mountains over here, as soon as I hit the record button, the it does not look as well as it should. So I think we're gonna build facing this way, and so yeah, I'm thinking that our house is gonna be about here, and then I guess, well, maybe it'll have like a big backyard or something, because I mean, the build is not that big. I mean, it's a big build, but it's not humongous or anything. I mean, I think it only goes back like 50 or something like that. I'm not even entirely sure, to be honest. I have one screenshot of it, because it was on an old server I used to play on year before last, and the server has since reset, so I haven't been able to go on and get a screenshot of it. But I think we're gonna build this way, and I think we're gonna face this way, because I'd like to be able to see the sun rise over the forest, because I really like the darker wood, the taiga forest, and that way, like I said, we can watch the sun set out of our bedroom. So I'm gonna get the wood chopping, and I'll check the tape, see how long the video is, and I may be back with you guys, or I may have to be back and sign off. But either way, I would like to show you some tree chopping progress. So we'll be right back. Oh man, I know what I said about liking to face the sunrise, but maybe I'm gonna have to view the sunrise out of my bedroom, because I feel like this is just perfect for the house. Because, you know, we'll have the house up there, and then we can do like some sort of step or something like that, and then we could have it come down into the pool. I mean, it's just too cool. Like, it's a really awesome landscape we have to build this build on. So I don't know. I'm definitely torn. And I know it sounds so silly, like, Like, you know, oh, just make your build, like it doesn't matter which way it faces, but I don't know. I'm kinda, 'cause don't get me wrong, this view would be awesome watching the sunrise and watching the sunset behind it, but I do not know. Do not know. Luckily for me, that's something that we are not going to have to decide until the next episode, because we're at about the half an hour mark, and man, did we get some stuff accomplished today. That tunnel was a labor of love, and it took forever. Let's put the, since we're not going anywhere, we can put the render distance back up to 16. But man, that tunnel took a long time, but it was definitely something that was necessary to get done, because without it, you know, we aren't moving without that tunnel done, especially moving here with how far away we are. Load, baby, load. Let's see if we get a chance to see these mountains. There's mountains over there, and there's mountains behind us too. Looks like it's all trees. Let's see, are we gonna get these mountains over here? Thinking about it. One chunk at a time. And if you don't know, a chunk is 16 blocks. So we have 6 times 16 blocks is what we're seeing right now. But it has to load that vertically, you know, all the way down the bedrock, all the way up, and all the way out. It's trying. As always, thank you very much for watching. You know, I really, honestly, I'm very, very thankful. I've been doing YouTube for a week, and I have like 65 views, and it's amazing to me that, you know, whether it's one person or multiple people, it feels really good that, look at that load in. You know, it feels good that you guys are watching my stuff, watching my creation. I mean, I know I didn't create Minecraft, but, you know, it's like I said, it's a privilege, and I appreciate every single one of you, and we will definitely see you next time.